With the Iran-Israel war continuing for 5 days, all eyes now are on America, as Pranay told you. Why? Because of a dire warning from Donald Trump. Trump abruptly cut short his G7 visit to Canada in light of what's been happening between Israel and Iran. Add to that, he's made a statement that's got everyone wondering what Trump is up to. Let me run you through some of Trump's statements. In the last 24 hours, there have been multiple statements that he's put out where he's not just warned Iran, but also spoken of consequences. Now, there's a big question mark on why he chose to cut short his G7 summit trip. Remember that he's also said that he's assembling all his top officials in the Situation Room, the war room per se, in the White House in America. And so there's a big question mark on what Trump is planning when he goes ahead and calls this meeting, which has happened only in extreme, very different circumstances as well. Now, Trump has questioned Iran, saying that they should have gone ahead and stepped back. He's saying that there's no question of a ceasefire now, and has said that there will be an end, not really defining what that means. Trump says the world, Trump essentially what he says, the world takes with a bag of salt, because remember, he's made multiple such claims previously, including, of course, what you can immediately think of is his claims of having mediated a ceasefire between India and Pakistan. It has, for obvious reasons, everyone on edge of what happens next. Are we going to see America enter the Israel-Iran war? America stood rock solid with Israel, but so far hasn't engaged militarily. Will that change with Trump saying he's getting his top leadership together in the Situation Room? We'll talk about that, but first, here's a detailed report on Trump's many statements in the last 24 hours on this war.
The missiles and bombs striking Iran and Israel are being felt as far away as Canada. With the G7 summit being derailed after US President Donald Trump left early. Donald Trump boarded Air Force One a day earlier than scheduled due to the situation in the Middle East, emphasizing that he wants a real end to the conflict.
What specifically is better than a ceasefire? What are you looking for here?
An end. A real end, not a ceasefire. An end.
So something that would be permanent.
Yeah, or giving up entirely.
While leaving, he dropped a hint, reiterating that Iran should have signed a nuclear deal with the United States and that Tehran must return to the negotiating table.
Look, Iran should have signed the deal.
If it would help bring Iran to the negotiating table, would you guarantee that the U.S. would not get involved militarily?
Well, I think Iran basically is at the negotiating table. They want to make a deal. And as soon as I leave here, we're going to be doing something.
He had earlier countered Macron's claim that he would negotiate a ceasefire, saying something big is coming.
The Israelis are going to slow down, or are they going to hit the accelerator right now?
Well, we're going to see. You're going to find out over the next 2 days, right? You're going to find out.
In a social media post, he also gave a call asking people to evacuate Tehran, stating that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
Thinking on the call for Tehran to evacuate, is there a threat or is there incoming? What was the thinking on the full evacuation?
I want people to be safe. And that's always possible. A thing like that could happen. I just want people to be safe.
Asked if US involvement would destroy Iran's nuclear program, he hinted his hope that Israel would take care of it.
Do you think if the U.S. got involved militarily, it would actually wipe out Iran's nuclear program, or where's your assessment of that?
I hope their program is going to be wiped out long before that.
Trump also warned Iran against daring to strike American assets.
They're great people, they know how to protect themselves.
And when you say better, what's
we'll come down so hard if they do anything to our people. We'll come down so hard, then the gloves are off so beautifully. Now, I think they know not to touch our troops.
Regardless of how things play out in West Asia, the President of the United States clearly feels he needs to be on home turf.
You do in Washington that you couldn't do in Canada?
Just be a little bit, I think, more well-versed. Not having to use telephones so much, because I don't believe in telephones. Because people like you listen to them. Yeah. So, being on the scene is much better.
With both Iran and Israel refusing to back down, the world now looks to US and Trump's next action. Will he be able to end the conflict, or will he light the match that will set West Asia on fire? Bureau Report, India Today.